Hey guys, welcome back to Stardew Valley with low effort. Starting up right where we left off. Got myself another glass of iced tea, not iced tea, iced coffee. Cool, stir fry. I think I miss coleslaw, unfortunately, but you know. But yeah, I'm back at it. You know, doing my thing. Not really, not really anything significant going on right now. More or less, just going to. I'm not going to carry this around with me. This is like terrible. Terrible when it comes to actually min-maxing, which is low-key kind of part of the whole thing of what I'm trying to do right now. Is to min-max, so it is sort of a bad thing that I just walked back there, but it doesn't matter. I didn't want to have that inventory slot filled as I go back into the mines. So the goal right now is to reach 40 on the mines. Kind of right when you're reaching 40 is when you want to upgrade your pickaxe, and that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to upgrade my pickaxe. Hopefully by that point I have enough money to do so. I should be able to make enough money simply off of the gems I'm going to get and sell. Gosh, what in the world is all over my fingers? I have like some kind of sticky substance all in my fingers, and it is gross. I'm like rubbing my fingers on my pants, and it's just I'm like wearing like those like the pajama bottoms, like the really fluffy pajama bottoms that you know super comfortable but made of cloth that you know basically sticks to your fingers if you have sticky fingers. So that was nasty. Good old nastiness. Good old nastiness. But yeah, where do we leave off? We left off I am min-maxing. Just, trying to grind through this game. Goal is to reach I don't care. The goal is to reach year 3, be fairly profitable, and that's it. That's the whole goal. I've been wanting to play this game for a while. Stardew has always been one of my preferred games because I was a really big Harvest Moon player when I was a kid. Me and my sister used to go on long car rides and just, are you serious right now? And just like kind of hide underneath like we had kind of like a truck thing. Um, I grew up in Thailand, and we had like a truck thing, and I remember I always would get into like the back of the truck because we had like a cover over the back of the truck, which was really cool. And me being the eldest son and really wanting that independence um, that I so craved, would basically convince my parents to set up like almost like a bed in the back of the. I mean, it was not safe, but this was like the 90s, so who really cared? Safety was a joke back then because people weren't snowflakes and could get could do stuff without really caring about getting hurt because that's the way that things should be. I mean, that's not the way that things should be. It's a good thing that that society is not the same way as it was because there were definitely bad stuff that happened back then that happened because people were neglectful and stuff. But I feel like people have like full swung the opposite end of the spectrum and are now like hyper instead of like neglectful, which is what I mean. My parents weren't neglectful, but my parents were, you know, it was like how they grew up. It was stay safe, be back by dark, blah blah blah. We got on our bikes, we rode into town, 13, 14 year olds. Good times, like I feel like everyone my age probably understands that, has been there basically, because Is that's how we grew up, is just, seeing the world when we were young and not really caring about it. We would play outside and have like makeshift swords and stuff that we would play together with, and just none of it mattered. It was the world was a better place. I think now it's due to the information that people have, and the fact that you know there are bad people out there, and I think everyone always knew there were bad people out there, but now it's like you have ready access to the bad people that are out there, and so it's just like constant, nonstop, just garbage that the world is gets like shoveled down people's mouths. I mean, at all points in time. And then if you're like a mother, I understand it. It's like I don't want my baby to get hurt, but low key, you should let your baby get hurt. I don't mean that in like a bad way, but it's just like, is it not better to kind of be there for when your kid gets hurt, and then like kind of help them go through hey, the world is a dangerous place. You should learn to have healthy boundaries and restrictions and stuff like that, than it is to be like, my child has not endured anything for the last 22 years of their life. They have lived here and I have pampered them. And now they are going to go off to college at the ripe age of 22 because I didn't think they'd be ready at the ripe age of 18 like everyone else. And I've homeschooled them my entire life and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, I mean, that kid's that kid's gonna have sex in the third day of college, and then they're gonna have a kid because they're not gonna know what sex is, and then you're gonna have a 22-year-old who's has no idea about life. Literally has been pampered by his mom his entire life. He is now going to have a kid at the ripe age of 22, which he's going to have right after. Yeah, I don't know. That's just like kind of like my mentality towards things. It's just I feel like you gotta just let your kids get hurt. It's and like, not like seriously hurt. But why are there so many freaking bugs? And where's my exit? Where's my freaking exit? Honestly, where's my exit? There's my exit. But yeah, that's kind of my approach, I guess. And I'm not a dad yet. I don't want to be one anytime soon. I feel like the world has way too many kids these days that are, struggling to find jobs once they reach a certain point, and being miserable for the rest of their lives just because their parents thought it would be a good idea to bring kids into the world. Like, and I get it, I'm sure if you have a couple, they probably really want to have a kid and stuff like that, but I think too many kids are born into a world where there's absolutely no chance that they're going to succeed. And I think I would rather be like super successful in something long before I have kids, so that when I have kids, it's not like I have to learn to be successful while having kids. And I'm not doing bad for myself, but it's like I'm not doing bad for myself. Like if I had kids along the road, I would not be doing good right now. I'm sure most of you understand that. Just like it adds like an entirely different like conundrum when you have kids. Ooh, hello. I know. I also just think that I'm at that point in my life in which, I don't think I could put up with a lot of like whining. Like, just suck it up, in my opinion, which I probably have made very perfectly clear over the path of how I have been talking about, my opinion of how people should raise their kids. But I don't think I could do the thing where, kid cries because they hurt their elbow or something, and me be like, "Oh no, let me see your elbow." I think I'd just be like, "You just hit your elbow." Everyone does it. You'll be fine in like 4 minutes. I promise. Which, I mean, you could debate is good parenting, but at the same time, it's not really good parenting. And I'm aware it's not. I just think that I'm old enough and mature enough to be at a point. Oh, can I not go that way? I guess I can't. I'm old enough and mature enough to like to be able to live by myself and to be able to, kind of like find my own happiness and be my own person. But if you told me that I have to raise a kid, I'd do it if I had to, like of course I would do it. But I won't do it if I don't have to. I'm not gonna freaking like sugarcoat it on that way. Okay, I gotta go. It would be a pretty hard hit or miss. Is that a yam? The frack? The frack is that? Hmm. That was kind of a ramble. That was a rabbit trail and a rabbit trail. But yeah, I'm at the point right now in my life in which I'm getting back into the dating scene recently. I dated a long time ago. I've dated really like two girls in my life for like years at a time. Like the first girl I dated for like 2.5 years, second girl I dated for like 2 years, and definitely I feel like now that I'm out of those relationships, I'm able to kind of look back at them and have learned a crap ton. But it still is like I know it's kind of looming over my head that I feel like most of the problems that were in those relationships were because of me. And that's not fair to myself. They were children as well, like we were both children at the time. But I definitely was a big cause of a lot of the problems that were in those relationships. So I like dipped out of the scene for like a long time, like 4 years. And then like now that I feel like I've got my life together, I'm like kind of once again looking back into the dating scene, and I keep running into people who are like, very very attractive ladies and very like fun ladies, but at the same time have clearly not gotten their lives together, and it kind of made me realize that I'm like my standards for a relationship have changed like monumentally. It's I ooh Oh my gosh. Let me make sure there's no copper. I can't see any copper. Oh, gross. But it's like now I really I want to kill you guys before anything. Oh, damn it. Ah, damn it. It's like stability over everything else is kind of where my mind is right now. It's just I wanted to run into I want to run into like a woman who really has her crap together. Someone who, like someone who's not like looking for where her place is in life, what her allotment is in life, and someone who's figured that out. And because I have, I figured out what makes me happy. I figured out who I am. And so I'm just, but it's really hard because it's like I feel like most people are still looking because they've never taken the time to kind of just take a step back and be like, okay, who am I? What is my allotment in life? What am I looking for in a partner? Most people are just sitting there like waiting for the next thing that comes, just waiting for the next person that shows up. And I think that that's just so dangerous because it's like Sure, you might learn stuff and it might be good for you, but there's a good chance that you're gonna screw things up for other people because you're selfish enough not to want to figure out yourself first. You want other people to figure out stuff for you. So instead of just figuring out your own place in this world first before you start talking to other people about their place in your life. I don't know. I don't even know if it makes sense, but it's just I run into that a lot. I, like even I don't even care about kids anymore. Like I remember back when I was like 21, 22, I had like this thing where I was like, if a girl has a kid, then it's like instant no go in my mind. But now it really that's not what pushes me away from like pursuing a woman. Like her having a kid has absolutely nothing to do with my opinion of her and my opinion of wanting to date her. I will be honest though, I've run into this problem with it though because I am generally not going after women who have kids, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that they have kids. It has to do with the fact that I feel like a lot of the times, if a woman has a kid and the dad's not in the picture, there's this high chance that there's a reason the dad's not in the picture. That sounds so bad, but it's like usually speaking, the dad is not in the picture because of the fact that there's probably something like actually wrong with the with her mentality. There's a good chance that she is not grown up yet. And yeah, there's obviously exceptions to that, but I feel like by majority, in just my personal experience, if you have a lady who is mid 20s and has a kid, and when you're sitting there on the dating profile says, my kid is my life, we're a package. That's great. And then then she kind of goes off and has 80 other things in her bio that's like, all I like to watch is Grey's Anatomy, all I like to do is go out and hang out with my friends, beach life for life, blah 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 blah. You kind of start to get the sense of why. God, I feel like an asshole right now. I don't mean it in the way that I'm saying it. I feel like basically the way I'm saying it is just such an asshole way of kind of approaching the world. But I'm more kind of explaining like what it is that pushes away people, because it's not kids. I feel like a grown adult man is not gonna care about a kid. Like if there's a kid in the picture, it's who cares? Like is the lady a lovely lady? Is she doing her best with with what she has? Does she know her place in life? Like has she figured out what her life is going to entail? Because if she hasn't figured it out, then basically what she's asking you to do as the guy, by wanting to like by putting herself out there as a single mother, is she wants you to take care of someone else's kid and also help her find her place in life at the same time. And usually there's just like not a ton that she's going to kind of offer other than that. I think I should kind of start shutting up because I'm like listening to myself, right? And even though like I'm sure that a lot of people are like, yeah, that makes sense. Like he's right. I'm sure there's also like another like slew of people that are like, what a dill hole. And you're not wrong. I am a dill hole, right? I know what I want in life. I know what I want out of life, at least. So it's like it's very easy for me to kind of come across as a dill hole because I can say that out loud. Everything that I've said so far, I can just easily voice out loud, and it's not a big deal to me because I'm an adult. I'm a grown up. I know what I'm looking for. I got nothing wrong with kids. Doesn't bother me at all. What I got wrong, the only thing I have against anyone is whether or not you are wanting me to be your identity. That's a much better way. I should have started with that. I should have freaking started with that. I feel like I lost like 80% of my viewers just off of like that right there. Like that whole rant. When I really should have started with the only thing I have wrong with any girl, right, that is trying to look for a potential partner is if she is trying to find her identity in the person who she's trying to find. Right? And I know like 90% of people are just gonna be like, I mean, 90% of girls who probably like fulfill that exact thing that I just said, their reaction will probably be like, well, I'm not that way. Well, sweetheart, you probably are. Because like I would say like 80% of every I want to not do percentages here. I want to say that the vast majority of people, guys and girls, don't actually know what they want in a partner. Okay. What is going on? Oh, fairies. Okay. 660, that's not bad. I wonder if it's gonna be done. Let's move to a different topic, because I feel like right now all I did was just prove, why I'm single. uh, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go back to the mine. I should only worry about anything. I don't think I need to worry about money until I'm planning on upgrading my pickaxe, which I'll probably want to do by around like floor 60. Because it's going to get harder and harder like the further I go to actually proceed, because it's going to start taking 2 hits on every stone. I think 40 onwards. But I think I'll still be okay until like 60. Hmm. These rocks will always take 2 hits, by the way. No matter how far into the mines you have. These right here. So like this early on, they I also think they have a higher percent chance. Nice gem. I think they have a higher percent chance to spawn the exit, which is very nice. Nice. Ah, come on. What to talk about next? We should just, I got to think about a better topic because, talking about why I'm single slash, who I'm looking for is just not really a great topic because I feel like, it's gonna make me come across as like an asshole or a chauvinist or something, which I'm not. Surprisingly, I'm actually a freaking decent human being, or at least I try to be. I feel like, I'm one of the things I was like really raised to do was to kind of follow what would make me happy. And so I don't really have any problem generally talking about things that would make me happy. problem with that being that a lot of times that comes like it comes with the territory that people just think that I'm a jerk because I'm like, yeah, this makes me happy, and everyone's like, okay, doesn't make me happy though, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I guess, like you don't gotta agree with me. 4, 5. Like no one ever has to agree with me. Great. Can I just throw this down? Oh crap! Nuggets, really? I'm probably not gonna stay on this floor. I just want to kill these guys quickly. Yep, 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 yep. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm going. So many tiers. I think these tiers actually also sell for a decent amount. Let's talk about games. So recently I've been playing a lot of Outer Worlds, as you probably have seen on my channel. Outer Worlds is a brilliant, brilliant game. Like if you want to have a really good single player game that's like Fallout-esque, but it's not Fallout. Like it's clearly not Fallout. Um, but it's still like super fun. Was that a jade sitting on the floor that I just did not? Mm. Oh, by the way, these little things right here, these guys drop coal, which makes them the most important enemy in the entire game. I want that jade. Mr. Bat, just keep going super slowly. Ugh, I have to kill you, don't I? Was that just another bat that I just heard? Whatever. Yeah, but Outer Worlds, it's like a Fallout stylistic of game. Uh, yeah, I don't want hardwood. I mean, I know I need hardwood eventually, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dust mite, give me coal. Thank you. But yeah, uh, it is a very remarkable game. Just in the sense that the characters are well thought out and very endearing by the most part. There's obviously a couple exceptions. Those exceptions including, characters like the Vicar, who just isn't really an exciting character. He sort of like reminds me of like, like in the sense of like intrigue, kind of like Kreia. But Kreia at least, had her spoiler alert of KOTOR 2, which is an old enough game by this point that if you haven't played it, you probably aren't going to. But Kreia at least ended up being like a Sith Lord, which was, a pretty good character, you know, plot point progression. Can't complain about that. But it's just like, you don't really care about the conversations that you have with those characters just because they're not really that intriguing. I'm sure there's like some people out there that are like, most interesting character in the game, without a doubt. Every other character sucks. And then I'm just gonna give them like a dirty look because I think that they're absolutely wrong. But like I respect their opinion. No, I respect the person behind the opinion, not really the opinion. So it's just you can say what you will. I just think that most of the characters in the game are brilliant, with the exception of the Vicar. Parvati, hands down, makes the game good. Having like a kind of like a what is her name? Is it Katie? I think it's. Is it Katie? Hold up. cast. There you go. Cast. Um, no, Firefly Lane? No. What? Firefly. Joss. Kaylee. Thank you. Sorry. That would have driven me up the wall if I had not looked that up and figured that out. Kaylee. Yeah, Kaylee is one of my favorite characters out of any show I've ever seen. And I don't know. It's definitely one of those characters that just really endears you to the show itself. Just makes you very happy to kind of watch the show. Which is, yeah, you know, very nice. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah. Okay. Um, Thank you for watching, guys. This is my playthrough of Stardew Valley. As I'm sure you can see, the days have sort of slowed down. The first one was like day 1 through 6, and now it's like 7 through 9. So it's only like 3 days that you've gotten through for this episode, and the first episode we got through way more than 3 days. But please, like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying my me digging holes like endlessly about my dating life and proving why I'm going to be single forever. But yeah, if you're enjoying the episodes, just shoot a like. It's not hard, and it means a lot to me. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.